at Jersey Guy's Balls. We are checking out his beautiful collection that he has for show today. We have some questions for you, if you would be okay with
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is the favorite animal that you have in this show here today with you?
Sure, man. We brought a lot out to the show. I would say my favorite that we brought would probably be this pastel leopard phantom DG Krypton.
Beautiful. She is beautiful.
The contrast on her it's pretty unlike a lot of other ball pythons that I've seen. The blacks are just so black.
And that dorsal pattern is very nice.
Yeah, it's super cool looking for sure.
Very nice. Absolutely. What animals do you think are going to get the most attention that you have up here today?
So,
I know sunset's very intriguing to a lot of people. But
yeah, that's a tough question. I would say the most attention we're going to get is either going to be from that Krypton or probably these two females right here. Two hypo DG clowns.
Wow, they are beautiful.
Yeah, that dorsal, that just like the bluish gray tone.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful tone in an animal for sure.
Are very nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your expectations for this show? It's going to be a busy one. For sure.
Yeah. So obviously, my whole goal with shows, I never have expectations financially, right? My whole expectation is basically just to meet a lot of people and have great conversations. And like you said, like Tinley never lets down on that. There should be like 20,000 people through the door at least. So yeah, my expectation is just to make a lot of more friends than we already have and have a great time.
Yeah, meeting you. We're from Jersey too.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yep.
Being all the way out here.
Absolutely.
Last question for you. If you were to meet a new keeper that is getting into this game, what genes, what combos would you recommend to get into nowadays with the economy and all the genes that are out there?
Yeah, right. So that's a hard question, in-depth question. And I've thought about it a lot because we've only been in for 3 to 4 years, right? And like, what would I do differently? I would definitely, if I were to go back, I wouldn't buy the $10,000 females.
Right.
I would buy. It depends on the budget, of course, but I would buy the cheaper females and try to get more of them.
Okay.
Because you'd be surprised how many females will stop eating for a while or take 3 years or 4 years or 5 years to breed. So I think the more numbers you have on females, the better chances you have of hitting some clutches. And then get them growing up, and then a few years later get that powerful male. But obviously, I always recommend to people just getting in, just get those females and focus on the recessives. The codoms can be done with the male.
Absolutely. Get those powerhouses.
Absolutely. And like I'm not saying like triple visuals. I'm saying like double heads, triple heads, just stuff you could get growing up and get like 5 to 10 of them. Yeah. And you kill it in a couple years.
Plus, double heads are fun. You never know what
so
you're
much fun. Exactly.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's awesome to see another
It's nice meeting you guys. Absolutely. It's crazy we have to drive 12 hours to meet each other. It's nuts.
Yes, it is crazy.
But
good luck at the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We are here with Rice Reptiles just for some interview questions at the Tinley Expo. You have a beautiful selection.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love what you have here. I love that you have zebra here. It's the first zebra that we've seen all show. And I love all the clown stuff that you have working for sure. What is your favorite animal that you have here at the show today?
Favorite animal? That's a tough decision.
You got a lot of beautiful ones, so I can imagine that's hard.
I would say it's our fire black pastel shredder yellow belly red stripe clown. It may have spot nose, but we're not possible. If it does have spot nose, it is a fire shredder Pompeii.
It's very beautiful. Yeah.
So we like this. We also like some of our lace animals. This pastel lace animal is just absolutely unbelievable.
Very bright.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's pastel yellow belly red stripe spot nose lace clown.
Okay. Very pretty, for sure. What animal do you think is going to get the most attention here at the show?
This animal here, it'll either be the shredder clown and some of the Pompeis, or it'll be this animal gets a lot of attention. That's a pastel special yellow belly lace clown. And,
definitely stands out.
Yeah, it gets a lot of attention.
Sure. What are your expectations for this show? We know it's going to be crazy, but
this show is always crazy. So we're always excited to come to Tinley. It's amazing to be here every year.
we're excited. This is our first one. So if someone came up to you that is getting into the market today, what genes or what direction would you tell them to go into?
Right now, because lace does so much with with so many animals, so just the belly pattern and the brightness that you get a Desert Ghost effect without the fading of the blacks and enhanced genes. We say buy lace, then go anywhere you want to go with it. Like buy lace clown. Then also we have a really nice on this end to kind of show you what lace has done with pied. So we have a inchy fire lace yellow belly pied. It's possibly hit clown. We're waiting on the shed test to come back, and you can see you get disruption in the saddles with pied with lace, and then you also get that brightening effect. That's just crazy. I mean, they look Desert Ghost, but without some of the fading of the contrast. So get lace, go anywhere you want to with it. That's what I say.
Well, thank you very much for your time. You have a beautiful collection, and I hope you do well.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Filming too. Okay. I just didn't know. Hi. Hello.
We are here again to interview Mr. Chris here at his beautiful collection. He has some of the most beautiful scrambler combos that we have seen. He is the man for the scrambler, for sure. I have some questions for you, if that's okay.
Sure.
What is your favorite animal that you have at the show today?
So it would have to be this female right here. And I don't know if you want, we could take her out if you guys want, or if you can get a good film in there, that's fine. Okay. But she's super high OD, scrambler calico.
She is stunning.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, I don't know if the camera will catch it, but everybody that sees her is like, what's that?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. And yeah, they're very cool. I love it.
Can't wait to see what you do with scrambler and super OD for sure. High intensity OD. What animals, I would say her, would get the most attention? Is there any other ones besides her that would get most attention here?
Yeah, if you come down here, these are called black matters, and they are the first that I know of ball python that is jet black and stays jet black. This is an adult that's like 3 or 4 years old at this point, and the hatchlings are down a little bit lower, but they're iridescent. If you put these snakes up to your black shirt, it's blacker than your black shirt. And everybody, I mean, people go, what is that? Is that a retic? You know, it's very different.
The truest of the black ball pythons, for sure.
For sure.
What
beautiful animals, dude.
Thank you.
What are your expectations for this show for this week?
It's my last show of the year, and I did more shows this year than I have in previous years. And I say this for people out there, everybody struggled in this down market. It does seem to me that it is turning. I've had a lot more sales in the last month. I sold really well at Babu's show in Georgia. Yeah, Atlanta. I did well in Daytona, so I expect and hope to do well here. But I'm excited that this is the last show for me, because I'm kind of, truth be told, I'm a little burned out.
Getting tired, yeah, for sure. And then final question for you. If you were to do this all over again, what would you tell the new people that are getting into this amazing hobby? What genes to kind of mess with, or what kind of direction to go into?
So my answer is a little atypical. Your typical answer is recessives, and the second typical answer is anything Justin likes. Because Justin is by far the leader in the industry. He's just... He's really good at everything he does, not only breeding, but marketing, all this stuff. But I look at that, doing that as sort of like you're running a race you can't win.
Yeah.
Because the people that are doing those things are way ahead of the new person, right?
For sure.
So by the time you make a decision today, and it's 2 or 3 years before you can, get the animal you're interested in, if you're lucky. But I try to let, personally, whatever I'm excited about drive me. Whatever I get passionate about. Like my first gene was Enchi, which nobody cares about now. And after a little bit with Enchi, I was like, no, I don't like this. And then I went to Orange Dream, and I never looked back. I only went from Orange Dream to High OD to then High OD on the Deep Orange line. Now I'm adding Scrambler to it, making these crazy. Nobody's dealing. You can go buy an Orange Dream female for like $100, probably less. But I'm still selling them for a lot of money because they're beautiful, and they're only beautiful because I just kept working it and putting other stuff on top of it, and there's still more to do. You know, like that beautiful female we looked at before, like what happens when you put 2 doses of lace?
Right.
What happens with a second dose of Scrambler? Because now we think we have a super. What happens when you put Barnard Line Black Pastel? You know, and all the genes are already there. And what I just described, I'm getting old. That's going to take another 5 to 10 years before that shit can happen, right? So that's what it is. When you get excited about something, like let it drive you.
Go with what attracts you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
if you love it, you can make it into something.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate your time. Enjoy the show and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
For the big reptile and I have Leviathan snakes here in front of me. We're going to ask them some questions.
Okay.
We are enjoying your beautiful snakes that you have here. You have a beautiful pastel Enchi super asphalt here.
Yeah, super freaking pretty boy. I love him.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. I got some questions for you if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
What is your favorite animal that you have at the show today?
Okay, so for me, obviously Sunset is my favorite. So it's got to be like between these two. I actually think that I like this girl better, just her appearance. The red striped yellow belly Sunset really adds in that contrast that I think that Sunset looks amazing with. So I really like her, but she's not a hatchling. This is actually from last season, but we brought her for various different things. I really, really like this Nyala Furrow Clown Girl. So Nyala and Furrow are 2 genes that were originated by BPM reptiles in South Africa. And I think that they work so well in Clown. Like, I'm so excited. Again, she's like a year-ish old, so she's not like as bright and vibrant as a baby, but I still think she looks really, really good. I'm really excited about it.
For sure.
Yeah.
What animal do you think will get the most attention here? You're beautiful.
Yeah, honestly, I think this boy, I think that he is the most visually stunning animal on the table.
My eyes went to him first.
Oh yeah, he looks like a tiger. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but he is the one that I'm immediately drawn to, with that head stamp where it kind of looks like a clover leaf, a crosshair, and then the oranges and strong blacks throughout his body. It kind of reminds me of like a tiger.
Yeah, beautiful, absolutely. What are your expectations for this show this weekend? You think we're going to have a good turnout?
So, I'm sure it's going to be wild and super, super busy. Like already, like it's just Friday. It's like VIP. It's not even really open yet. And this is already like packed. Like it's just already like people are streaming through. It's really, really cool. Really, really fun. This is our very first time vending Tinley, and it was super, super short notice. So honestly, we don't have very many animals, and we don't have very many like high-end animals. So I am not having my hopes up super high that we're going to like crush it and make like $30,000. We couldn't even make $30,000 with the animals we have on the table. But I think it will be a great show. It's going to be super, super fun, and we're so excited to be here.
If you are a beginner into this hobby, what would you say or recommend them getting into? What genes would you say would be the best for the future?
Yeah. So I think there's a couple different answers on here. There's one, I do think like multi-recessives are where the market's at right now, especially on the high-end side of breeding. But I think that that is a really, really difficult game to play, because just because you have a double recessive or triple recessive or quad recessive doesn't automatically mean that there's going to be built-in demand for that specific triple or quad or whatever it is. And I think it can be really difficult. I think that there are some genes that have been overlooked because they are not considered recessive, but when you actually compare like data of like how has their prices like fallen over time compared to the recessives, they are outperforming it, and it is the super forms of the yellow belly complex. Like if you look at super asphalt specifically, but it could be super gravel, super spark, super spectre, anything like that. A super asphalt is like, I just did a video on this. I think it's like 9 times more valuable than like a single gene clown, like just a super asphalt, 9 times more valuable than a single gene clown, a single gene pied, single gene DG, stuff like that. And they look so amazing that if you look at animals like this and you're not part of the hobby, it's like, wow, that's incredible. And I think that they have a lot of potential, not just on their own, but also within other recessives like clown, like sunset, puzzle, stuff like that. And a lot of this stuff hasn't been done yet. I'm super, super excited about the really Super Asphalt project, but the whole super form of the Yellow Belly complex.
Well, we'll keep watching, and thank you very much for your time. I wish you luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Morphs. He's going to show us some of his beautiful collection today, and we're going to do a little interview with him. How are you doing, Steve? How are you enjoying the show?
Show's been great so far.
Good, good.
Having a good time.
Good. What is your favorite snake that you have here at the show today?
I have a lot of favorites.
Okay.
I'll show you a couple of them though. This is a project that I'm really into as of right now. It's a zebra project. This is a fire yellow belly zebra.
I saw earlier. Beautiful side.
Yeah, nothing that I thought it would turn out like this. Just by seeing some of the basic zebras combos that we've made, this really blew me away.
Stunning.
That's a really nice one. Let's see. I can show you a few more. Let's see. These are the possible chocolate, but they're Ultramel hypopods. Compared to just the Ultramel pods, I think it gives a much softer kind of look to them.
Purples. And
yeah.
Orange, yeah.
Ages very, very well.
Beautiful. Which one here do you think is going to get the most attention?
I think the zebra is, honestly.
Zebra?
Yeah, I think the zebra project is, now that they found that it's not the same as Mackenzie, I think it should gain a little bit more attention. But every time I bring a slew of zebra stuff to the show, it does get a lot of attention and people do like it. I think people were afraid of investing into it because thinking it was another gene. But now that that's out, maybe it'll pick up a little bit more. But there's still a lot of potential with that project and a lot to do with it. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
If you were to have a new breeder come up to you, what gene would you say to invest in for the show? Where would you have them start?
I would look into paint, honestly. I really like paint. I love Ultramel stuff. I obviously love zebra.
Yeah.
Hypo, I think, is a must to have in any collection.
Okay.
Hypo makes anything outstanding looking from baby all the way to adult.
Makes
it just holds its color.
Yep.
It doesn't brown out. It keeps that frosted kind of look to it, which I really like. As you can see, I do a lot more hypo stuff as I progress in time. Even though it's a double or a triple, I'm trying to get definitely hypo in it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, beautiful collection. I can't wait to watch what you make this coming season. For sure. Thanks, you very much.
Appreciate it.
We are wrapping up Tinley with the best, Mr. Knova himself. I just had a couple of show questions for you.
All right.
Out of your collection that you have available today, what would you say would get the most attention at your booth?
So
Besides
we brought
you,
these,
of course.
well, hopefully it's the snakes. So we have the DG G-stripe clown, some new combos with black pastel, red stripe, yellow belly, and that's new triple recessive. So we're just super excited to show those, and I feel like it's moving the project in the next level for us. Yeah.
And what's your favorite one that you have here?
Probably the white lace clowns.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of those because it's a new and complete dominant. Well, it's not that new, but it's underused.
Yeah.
And I think it has so much potential. It's given the DG a run for its money as far as cleanness and just beauty. So we're excited about those.
Yeah, we're working with white lace too. So
fantastic.
Just because of you.
Yeah.
How's your show going so far? have a good turnout so far this season?
Good turnout. Yeah, it's always busy here in front of our place, and you know, our sales have been great, even though it's a slower market right now. We've been doing great.
Yeah, good. And if you had a new breeder coming into the game, what gene or gene combos would you recommend for them?
You know, I would just say, there's so much to buy, right? There's so much, you know, analysis paralysis will kill you, right?
Yeah.
But I would just say that you do want to buy something that's a little bit more expensive, because that's where the value is going to be for you as a breeder selling them down the road.
Yeah.
But don't just buy what's expensive, buy something you really love. So I would, you know, take into account like all the stuff that's kind of cutting edge, people are excited about, and pick the one that really, you know, speaks to you personally.
Okay.
Don't buy cheap animals, because it's not going to get you anywhere. And don't buy just what everybody else likes.
Right. Go for what you're interested in.
Right.
For sure. Well, thank you very much, Justin. Appreciate
no problem.
it.
Yep.